Dear students, in this video you will learn about why synchronous motor is not self-starting and analysis of phasor diagram of synchronous motor. First, why synchronous motor is not self-starting. Already same topic we have discussed for single phase induction motor. So, single phase induction motor is produces a pulsating magnetic field. That is what single phase induction motor is not self-starting. Similarly here, so here we have two windings, armature winding and field winding. So, armature winding is placed on stator and field winding is placed on rotor. So, here we are considering the magnets. So, opposite magnets are placed on stator and rotor. So, here we can see in first figure synchronous action of synchronous motor. So, N1 and S1 are placed on stator. So, we can consider as a stator poles, and N2 and S2 are placed on rotor. So, we can consider as a stator, we can consider as a rotor poles. N1 and S1 is for stator poles, N2 and S2 is for rotor poles. So, both are placed. So, stator poles are placed on stator and rotor poles are placed on rotor. Okay. So, consider an instant when two poles are such a position where stator magnetic flux is vertical, where the stator magnetic flux is vertical. So, you can see in AB. So, AB you can see AB points, so stator magnetic flux. At instant rotor poles are positioned as shown in figure 1, arbitrarily positioned. So, you can see in this figure 1a. So, at instant rotor is stationary and unlike poles will try to attract each other. So, always principle of magnetism. So, like poles will repel, unlike poles will attract each other according to that concept. So, here unlike poles will try to attract each other. So, due to rotor will be subjected to the instant torque in anti-clockwise direction. So, it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So, in figure A you can see. So, S1 and N1 stator poles. Here in figure B you can see the both are changed. So, both are rotating in, stator poles are rotating in clockwise direction, rotor poles are rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So, due to magnetic attraction, so rotor will continuously rotate in stator, inside the stator. So, now stator poles are rotating very fast. So, it is rotating in clockwise direction and rotor poles are rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So, due to magnetic attraction, so these poles will try to attract. So, these unlike poles will try to attract each other. So, due to the force between unlike poles, the rotor will rotate each other, right. So, in figure B if you see, so once stator poles are changed, so automatically it will rotate in reverse direction. Okay. So, due to the magnetic attraction of unlike poles, so this synchronous motor is not self-starting. So, that so we have to provide DC supply to the magnetic DC supply to the rotor winding. Okay. So, excitation is required. So, without excitation synchronous motor will not start. So, now we will see the analysis of phasor diagram. So, consider phasor diagram with normal excitation. So, such a current through field winding which produce the flux, and magnitude of voltage is EBPH and VPH. So, let delta is a load angle. So, we are considering delta is the load angle corresponding to the load on the motor. So, here according to the impedance of the winding, stator impedance ZS ZS is a stator impedance. ZS is equal to RA plus J into XS. So the impedance is the combination of resistance and reactance. So that ZS is equal to RA plus J into XS. So here we are measuring in terms of ohm. So where RA is the resistance of the stator per phase, XS is the synchronous reactance of the stator per phase, right? So EPH is the induced EMF. So the vector difference of EPH and VPH gives the phasor which represents the IA into ZS. So it is called ERPH. So here we can see the phasor diagram. The angle between VPH and IPH we are considering is pi, that is equal to power factor angle. So power factor is a question of angle between voltage and current is called power factor angle. So theta is the impedance angle we are considering. Theta is impedance angle and pi is power factor angle. So significance of theta, it tells the phasor of IAPH lags behind ERPH. So you can see in this figure. So IA into ZS, IA into ZS by the angle theta. Theta is the impedance angle we can see. So current always lags in case synchronous motor. The current is always lags since both are inductive winding. Stator winding and rotor winding both are inductive in nature. That's what current is always lags the voltage. So here, so we can see a current is equal to IAPH is equal to ERPH by ZS. Okay. So now practically RA is very small, resistance very small compared to the reactance XA. Hence theta tends to 90 degrees. So theta you can take it as a 90 degrees. So this is about phasor diagram of synchronous motor. So in next video we will see about synchronous motor on no load. Thank you everyone.